Hey there guys and gals, just a quick one before we begin. Thank you so much for watching this guide. If it helps or if you enjoy it, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share with a friend as well. Huge shout out as well to all my Patreon supporters and YouTube members, so thank you so much. Also, if you enjoy the dark side of gaming, which involves controversies with streamers and studios, murder and more, check out my podcast called Gaming's Darker Side. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. So thank you so much, and now, on with the good stuff. And welcome to the good stuff then. So this is Caligo. This was developed by Krealit, published by Sometimes You, and is available for £8.39 / $9.99. And it is basically another one of those classic walking simulators with a decent story and a few collectibles in there as well. So yes, this is going to be one of those where my voice isn't going to pop up much because the paths are quite linear. The guy walks slow enough. And yeah, so it should be nice and cheesy, easy to keep up. But as for achievements, like I said, we have to collect like 10 or 11 drawings. I forget how many drawings, but we just got to collect those. There's two ones that you can possibly missable, but you can get them easily with chat to select. But if we skip dialogue, we can get this done in 40 minutes or so. So, with that being said then, well, let's do it. Now, again, in games like this, normally you can't really skip the dialogue, but if you press the B button, or the circle button, of course, on PlayStation, well, you can skip dialogue, and it is, as we turn around, we're just going to interact with this bowl. That's an ominous-looking bowl. We don't really play with balls, apart from footballs and rugby balls, or if you're American, of course, it's American footballs, which is just an egg ball, rugby ball. Anyway, so pressing the B button or circle button will get you through the dialogue. That's what we're going to do just for the playthrough, because now, I do really enjoy sort of low-budget indie titles like this, I do. But some of the voice acting can be quite questionable at times. And hey, it's just, you know, how it is. That's not a criticism or anything like that. But these two are fine. This old-looking guy here, as we just continuing on forward. Again, that's all we're going to be doing for a lot of this game, is continuing on forward. But it is the master, or whatever it is that you're going to talk to. His voice, normally, again, it doesn't bother me, but his voice sort of grated on me towards the end, and I can't even put my finger on it why. Maybe because the way he looks, he should have a darker voice like this. Or something or other. But anyway, we'll see in a minute. So just keep continuing forward for the time being. And again, any dialogue that comes up, just mash it with the B button.
This place looks... I've never seen it before. What will I find? This light had no reason to... Thanks for the tip.
So here is the first ink drawing. Obviously, you can't miss this one. So these are the ones that we're going to be picking up throughout the playthrough. Again, if you do end up missing one, you can just chat to select and pick up the one that you missed. Otherwise, we'll continue heading all the way up the stairs. And that'd be me then. Genuinely, if this was me, I'd get to the top of the stairs and be like, right, I'll continue soul searching in just a bit. Give me a 2-hour nap, and I'm good to go.
I think I'm beginning to understand. How many times have I seen you? Do not linger. He's been waiting for quite a while.
You're right on this one. It's hard to disagree.
seems this place is dead. Not because it died.
That's...
Well, you don't seem to be in a hurry. It's...
You're the master, I gather. Everything I see around myself should
No, not necessary. Now, you can ask your...
Let's start with something simple.
Whichever you like best.
What does that mean? It doesn't make any sense. If you expect me to look for a meaning when there's... Since it's you... So, we meet again. Face to face. Speaking of which...
That's so and I knew I was there. More almost don't
Wait.
Unreal me to help.
So, does that mean...
No, he's to you.
I think I have no...
So we're going to turn around now, head to the next level. But do you see what I mean by the master's voice? Like, he looks like a demon. Again, turn around to get to the next level, by the way. But he looks like a demon, you know. A demon that should have a deep voice. Something resembling creepy at the very least. Rather than,
oh yes, come on through to the other side.
kind of, yeah, I don't know. The voice doesn't match the voice never matches the drapes, as it were.
It's your life after all.
It's your life after all. Nah. Anyway, we are going to be coming up to our first miscellaneous achievement in just a bit again. So follow the, obviously, the linear path. Oh, in fact, here we are. Now, for this bit, I would recommend not skipping the dialogue. Do not skip the dialogue at all, because the Cozy Corner achievement, I skipped the dialogue the first time. The Cozy Corner achievement didn't unlock. Now, I don't know if you skip one or two and then it's fine, but I skipped all of it and it didn't unlock. So I just had to restart the level. Just got back to this point again, left the dialogue play, and once you pick up the ink drawing here on your left, the achievement will unlock.
Sounds fascinating.
There we go. So if for whatever reason, as we continue heading to the left of the tent, if it doesn't unlock, just restart the level again. Look at the go through all the dialogue on that particular section, and then it should be fine. There's another ink drawing here on our left by the bookcase, so pick that up and then continuing on forward. And we're coming up to more creature comfort homes. But there is an ink drawing here. So again, there's no achievement or anything tied to this bit. Again, there's only two sort of miscellaneous achievements in the game. One we've already got, and the next one is going to be in the prison level. So anytime you see any dialogue from here on out, you can just skip it and pick up the collectibles as you see fit. So grab that one and then continuing on forward.
Come on, keep up. You're almost there. I'll race you.
Who was it? Yeah, it is a trip. That's when what fat?
Come closer. Don't be afraid. Do you remember how you and I used to sit on the swing when you were a child?
Of course I remember. This was the place where...
Now, once we get up to this chunky old tree, we're going to take a right. So when we come up here, there's a swing on the left, but don't go to the left yet with the girl swinging. Head to the right. Around this big old tree trunk, there is another ink drawing. And then once you've picked this up, go around and interact with the girl on the swing, and that will finish the level. Now, one thing I should mention, or should say, is I have no idea what this story is about. I don't know if this guy's in purgatory, or if he's dead or alive. It's just, I don't know. So if anyone actually does know, then let me know in the comments below. Because I'm pretty dull. Yeah, mine's not the sharpest tool in the old shed and housing.
I recognize it.
I know.
It's a pity we left that place behind. That's why I really felt the taste for life for the first time.
Behind. Ahead. These words make little sense here, you know. But let's not get carried away. We need to move forward.
Okay, next ink drawing. Right in front of us you see a skull. Just behind the skull to the right of it is the next ink drawing. So grab it, flab it, and stick it.
All these skulls? Why? Why all this?
All this is your memories. You'll soon see what it's all about.
This atmosphere, all the freshness and coolness in the air, it's such a familiar feeling. Freedom is the first thing that comes to mind.
I like this place. The world you live in.
And what's the point in all?
That's not how direction.
You might be right.
Right, so as we just reached the top of the hill here, right in front of us, there's going to be another obvious ink drawing that we can pick up. There it is. You can probably see it on the totem poles or whatever the hell they are. They're not totem poles, are they? But you know what I mean. Anyway, pick it up and job done. Now, I've been trying to think and rack my brains. Has anyone played games or watched, obviously, TV or movies or anything like that, and basically, is there a more mismatched voice? Because I cannot still get over how creepy the master dude looks. And his voice looks like a Looney Tunes character or something. Has there been a more mismatched voice? There's got to be, isn't it?
We've reached the top now.
Let's check it.
I recognize this place. Of course, it didn't used to look like this when I saw it, but after all, it's not the real thing. This is how I remember it.
Or rather, this is how you sensed it.
I think we need to get on the ship's deck.
So, as quickly as it ends, we are onto the beach and we're going to get another ink drawing just on these rocks right here. So, make sure to pick up this ink drawing from the rocks, and then we're going to turn directly around and we're going to continue heading along the shoreline. Now, you're going to see some planks on your left, but ignore those for now. Just continue heading down the shoreline until you see the ink drawing on a big pillar in front of us. This is bullcrap. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, ink drawing mark. That may be a very obscure reference, but if you get that, then you know your movies. So once we do have that ink drawing in now, we're going to head back and finally go across the planks. Gonna go find Mr. Krabs, get ourselves a Krabby Patty, and just enjoy life. Or we could find Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean and crap a pants. Who knows?
When I first saw it, it didn't look like a pile of rustling scrap to the water.
That definitely looks more like Davy Jones' boat, doesn't it? So head to the right, all the way to the right-hand side when you get onto the boat, and there is going to be another ink drawing. No, there's... yes, there is. There it is. There it is. Sorry, I knew it was on the right-hand side. Sorry. Alright, so pick that ink drawing up anyway, and then go and speak to the captain of the ship. Captain Birdseye, getting his fish fingers going. But not in this boat, he's not. So, again, skip all the dialogue and the door behind him will open, and then we'll be good to go straight through.
What's he talking about? This ship is run aground, and it looks like it won't go anywhere anytime soon.
Are you sure?
Well, for him, this ship is literally no difference between...
This is...
Exactly. You see, we weren't the only way out.
You've always...
Yes.
Exactly, but there's...
And it only depends...
Hey, sailor, walk it down to the engine room.
Look! It really is alive. It looks like it's the heart of the ship.
It is complete.
Can we fix...
We can do. You can open.
The best show in the world. I smell trouble.
You're right about that.
Alive.
It means that we only let.
But of course, you are
That's.
So, only 20 minutes in, huh? Yeah, this has been the quickest 20 minutes of our life, hasn't it, everyone? Right, pick up the ink drawing. We are into the prison level, so pick up the ink drawing here on our right before heading through to the doors. And again, it is pretty much just a case of climbing up some steps and looking through some doors.
the best manifestation of life. There are a lot of cells here, judging by how many digits there are in the numbers. That's putting it mildly.
Oh yes, there are many cells and many prisoners. Their name is Legion. Let's take a look in one of them. I believe there is an...
I'm not sure I'd want that.
Want it or not?
So when we get to the top of the stairs here, the first door on our right will open up. And you're going to see some, yeah, there you go, some skeleton or whatever the hell that thing is having a little workout. And hello? Giving us a wave or something. So skip the dialogue, get inside, and to the left of where we're standing right now is the next ink drawing. So make sure to pick that up. And then head out and continue to the right up the steps.
What a loathsome place. What are we gonna see up there?
You've probably...
Yeah, apart from that, there's basically nothing else here. Where is the immortal soul in this body?
See this white...
Enough for what? For...
So once you're done talking, again, just to the right of the body, there is the next ink drawing. So again, from here, turn left and then continue heading up the steps. Doing my own heading with some of these key phrases in here. Continue forward and up the steps. That's all you've heard me say so far. But this is where we're going to get the next and final sort of miscellaneous achievement of the game. You can see the door that is just slightly ajar and off. What you need to do is just have a look inside for a couple of seconds at Bluesky hanging from the ceiling like a bat out of hell. And then, yeah, that's the witness achievement done. The ink drawing directly to the left of the door, so make sure to pick up that. So you'll get the achievement, the ink drawing, and then we, again, can... continue forward up the steps. Ugh.
Forget about it.
No. There's gotta be another way.
Again, I'm...
So when we do get to the top of the steps, again, you're going to see a bridge on your left, which we're going to ignore for now. And we're just going to go around the sort of rooftop or whatever this is to find another ink drawing next to some fans. And then once you've picked up that ink drawing, head back and then cross the bridge for a minute or two cutscene, which we can't skip because there's no dialogue. One more thing I will say about the master's voice in this. It's kind of like just talking to a very drunk English person, isn't it? Ah, forget about it. I could just imagine some posh English, dude who bets on horse racing for a living. Because mummy and daddy give me all his money. That type of English person. Obviously, not all English people are the same, but those types of English people. Yes, my mother and father owned the McVitie's biscuit factory, and I got lucky.
Where?
I know it was hard.
Time seems to have stopped here.
You're quite...
Tell you what, if you're going to be this size, you must have a pretty big, giant set of... never mind. Right, just be careful. There is an ink drawing coming up on our left, and it can be very easily missable. You can easily walk straight down, but just to the left of us now is where you're going to find the ink drawing. As you can see, I almost nipped past it. So just keep having a look. It's literally hidden just behind that rock. So yeah, it can be very easily missed if you're not paying attention. So make sure to grab that ink drawing there. And again, continue forwards. Hooray!
It's the war, of course. The one that never changes.
Exactly.
It's not that some armies keep clashing on mythical battlefields. It's just that everyone wants to get higher and crush as many as possible, destroying everyone and everything on their way.
Yes.
No way. Are you trying to say that people are driven to make new discoveries just because they want to dominate the world? No. They only want to trample everything they didn't create. Anything that stands on their way while they try and conquer the world.
So this area may seem a little confusing. I'll try my best to direct you, but as we get to the bottom here, you can see on the right, or sort of just in front of us, the next ink drawing on the tank. This is going to be the final area where we're going to finish the ink drawings. So from here, this is a bit of a more of an open level than the previous couple. So I'll do my best, but we'll continue left from the tank. Heading forward through the battle. Oh, hello. Hello, Peter Crouch. And if you don't get it, just Google Peter Crouch. You will get exactly what I mean then. But head under Peter Crouch's legs and then sort of continue forward. You can see the big tower, the castle in the background. So sort of head towards that. But then what we're going to do, we're not going to head towards that first. We're going to take a left just underneath Muscle Man Mark.
Let's go.
What about them?
So, just as we come up to this area, we are going to take a left. So, just, again, nip through. It can be, again, sort of quite disorientating, but you're going to see what looks like lava pits or something. We're going to take a left here at these lava pits. So, we're just going to nip past these, and this is where we're going to find the next ink drawing. Again, because of all the bodies and that flying about, again, then this can be a bit disorientating. But if we continue just heading through here, You can see another tank just in the background. I'll give you a good indication of where we are. And what looks like a hanging noose lynch type thing. But basically the ink drawing is on this hanging, these bits of wood. Whatever it is on our right, this is where the next ink drawing is. So if we turn around, you're going to find it. So once we got that, then we're going to head back the way we came. And there is just going to be one more. Now, it looks like what we're going to do is, from here, go straight towards the tower in front of us to go up the steps. But do not go up those steps directly in front of us. What we're going to do here is take a right and go up the main sets of steps. Because there is a ink drawing on that main set of steps. So follow the rocks and bodies and flying things around to the right. And then what we're going to see is the main staircase on our left. And that is where the next ink drawing is going to be, right on the bottom of it. And finally then, our last ink drawing is going to be directly in front of us as we get to the top of the stairs. So once you stick your nugget right in there, again, may take a few seconds for the achievement to unlock, but you should then finally get the ink spots achievement. Ta-da! And then just simply go to the right and head around, and then just literally just a case of going up the steps. And yeah, we're pretty much going to be coming up to the end of the game in the next 5 minutes or so.
She's beautiful, isn't she?
So, this is the oracle I saw.
Of course you will. Sorry, I'm not being completely honest.
Then why all this?
That's a good question.
Sounds familiar.
Everyone wants to reach the future made from...
I see which...
That's right.
What about pain?
Walls are made...
Oblivion.
Now the man...
So this is now the, this is basically the ending. So again, just like in the majority of games, we have 2 choices. So after you just skip through the dialogue here, now what I don't get sometimes in games is they have things that are very confusing. Like just, what they should do is just put brackets underneath the options or around the options so you know which one you're going for. But one's white and one's purple and you don't know which one's which. So I don't know. But if you just leave this as it is, so I choose a new life as purple, I've had enough of it is white. Just leave it as it is, press the A button, and that's the I'll stay option. So the white option is what you're going for, basically. So choose I'll stay, skip through the dialogue, and then after a little bit, the first achievement for choosing Oblivion will unlock. And once that has unlocked, what we can do then is just press the start button, click restart to restart the level, and then just go ahead and choose the other option, which is I will choose a new life. And remember, the white option is what you need. So you'll need to put... It's, again, very confusing. I don't know why every game just puts brackets around the options so you know clearly which one you get in. But anyway, make sure that the white option is at the top, which will be choose a new life. And then you'll just have to go through again. You'll have to do like 30 seconds more walking, a couple of minutes of dialogue, and then the rest of the achievements will unlock.
Oblivion. The most precious, but...
This is your...
The poet will be its defender.
So that white part there, that you can't skip that, does take a few minutes, but once it's done, you can then, on the credits, you can just press the A button to skip. The last two achievements will unlock, and that is job done, everybody. Congratulations, 1,000 G's extra added to your bank account. Oh, if only it was that easy, huh? People would be like £3 million richer right now. But not Elon Musk, because of course... Elon Musk thinks he's a gamer, but he just gets people to play on his accounts for him. But anyway, that's another funny story for another day. So, yeah, I'm just going to leave it here. So thank you so much for watching, guys and gals. Hope it helped. See you in the next one. Biggest. No, wait, what does the master's voice sound like?
Biggest of loves.